I'm Trooper Phil Fixico. I've been a member of the Buffalo Soldiers for 21 years, the organization. The reason why I was inducted into the Buffalo Soldiers is because my ancestry. I was a victim of NATO alienation. I didn't know anything about my father until I was 52. At that time, I found out it was an important story. Since then, it's been featured in the Smithsonian Institution, been to the United Nations, and so I'm in this book because I have some very important historic photos of my ancestors that help tell my story.
That's very interesting. And then why do you think that it's important for more everyday stories to be told alongside more famous civil rights stories?
Because the everyday stories is the introduction to the possibility of all the great big stories. I just had my DNA did, and I had my genealogy was done by the researchers at the Smithsonian Institution of the American Indian, and it all came together. And so everyone walking around, they have DNA, they have stories, they have, and what's important is the stories that come down in family tradition. They shouldn't be lost.
I agree entirely. And then, do you think that these stories will help promote equity in the workplace and as well as justice for those who have been wrongfully discriminated against?
Only if we get behind the book and other projects like that, and we talk about it, and we have meetings about it, and we spotlight in particular our fallen ancestors. One of my direct ancestors, my grandfather Pompey, Bruno Fixico, he was murdered by the Klan in front of the town. And so, because it was Jim Crow era, the judge says, well, it's no evidence that a crime had even been committed. So I have to keep that story alive I have over 440 blogs on WordPress, and that have been read in 126 countries. But now it's an era where suppression seems to be right around the corner, and we do have to be careful about how we push, but we can never fail to continue to keep it alive.
Of course. And then lastly, what are you looking forward to most with today's event?
I'm looking to see the photos that I have contributed to the book, and I'm sure people will have questions because they're very interesting photos. And I'm here to, it's my responsibility. When I finally found out who I was, it was at a time in my life when I certainly, I was married, had raised kids. I didn't intend to be an activist, but I had to do it for the greater good of the truth.
Got it. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed the rest of today's event. Thank you so much.
Thank you.